Hey guys, and welcome to another video. And today I have for you a very niche video. It's going to be a product review of the Empower Rolling Walker by Medline. And here's the box I bought from Amazon. It's a little bit beat up, but as you can see, it's very versatile in the ways that you can use it. I bought this for my dad, obviously for assisting him to walk and be able to rest somewhere if he wanted to. So the reason for me recording this video is that there were no product reviews on this rolling walker on YouTube, so I wanted to create one for you guys. I did my due diligence and researched a lot on which is the best value, and I came up with this one, and I will explain why. So first and foremost, the price. I actually paid less than $200 Canadian for this particular model, and I gotta say, this packs a lot of features comparable to models that are in the higher price ranges, let's say 250 to 350 Canadian dollars, which is phenomenal. And my overall impressions out of the box, this actually feels high quality in terms of the material, the parts, even the way it's engineered. And I'm very surprised for the price. In terms of setting up, right out of the box, it was collapsed. Everything was folded. These four wheels, you just have to insert the legs into the main chassis. These legs are actually adjustable. So you can adjust the height of this rolling walker, which is pretty astounding actually, because these things are usually found in higher up models than the more expensive ones. So props to Medline for doing that. So again, just a closer look. These legs are adjustable in terms of height. You just have to find the hole, adjust it, and then fasten it by turning this and tightening it all the way. And it's very secure. So the wheels are rather large. I think they're 5 inches in radius. I heard that the bigger the wheel, the more comfortable it is to roll over pebbles and rocks and such. They are made out of a vinyl, rubbery type material that doesn't scuff up your floors, especially your hardwood. So that's a bonus. And they're super smooth. You can barely hear them too. Now the back wheels do have brakes, and they are controlled by the handle. You can temporarily brake if you're going down a slope by pulling up and holding, or you can actually lock them into place by just pulling them down, and they lock just like that. Now for the handles, they're really nicely made. It's pretty much ergonomically molded to your hands, so if I take a grip, it feels very secure. It's made out of a rubbery vinyl, and it feels really nice. Now, in addition of adjusting the height of the feet, you can also adjust the height of the handles as well for you taller people. So you can actually just go like that, right? It's higher. Very easy. It's very smooth. Now these handles do fold in when you're ready to collapse this walker. I'll show you later, but basically you pull down on this spring-loaded lever right here, and then you turn in, and it should lock into place, like so. And you do the same for the other side. Now for the backrest, this is completely removable and adjustable in terms of height, so you can adjust it when you're sitting down, making sure you're nice and comfortable. All you have to do is pull on this and find the right hole. There you go. And you do the same for the other side. And an awesome feature is that you can actually reverse this backrest. So you can actually be sitting down on this side, facing outwards here, or you can be sitting on the other side, facing this way. So speaking of the front, you also have a very reflective strip there, which can be seen very visibly by oncoming traffic, which is a nice touch, I'd say. Now, as for the seat, it's actually made out of memory foam, surprisingly. Maybe 1/2 to 2 inches of it. It's pretty premium, I'd say. Now, compared to the alternative out there, on the cheaper models, they usually come with these seats that are just regular foam and vinyl, which is very uncomfortable after a few hours, or even a few minutes, I'd say. So having memory foam, this is a big bonus. So this is one of the areas where this walker actually shines. Let me just lock this down in its place right now. So there's a lever on the bottom in which you can just pull, and you can actually fold this up. Now, if you wanted to, you can pull up to a sink, like how this guy is doing it right here on the box. Let me show you right here. And this makes a lot of room for you just to stand in and do your thing. So that's a big bonus right there. So as you can see, there's a Cadillac of storage under here. You have a detachable pouch, which is held on by Velcro. There's a mini pouch right here. You can store your stuff in, as well as the main pouch here. If I can get under there. A lot of room, a lot of options, especially a tray here. You can store all your little things, and you can actually pull this out, locks into place. There you go. It's a fabric, and you can retract it as it is has some sort of elastic to it. Also, I've been saving this for you guys, the creme de la creme, the cup holder, which is pretty cool. Good job, Medline, thinking of everything. Now I'll show you how to fold this up for transport. If you want to put in your car, all you have to do is that there's a handle on the bottom, and you just pull up so everything actually collapses. Now, the main selling point for me is the reversible backrest. Because if I just reverse the backrest now and sit from the front, I can actually have someone behind me use the handles and roll me around just like a legit wheelchair. But they say it's not recommended to function as a wheelchair, but the option is there. So what are the pros and what are the cons? The pros, it is extremely well built, well engineered. It rivals most of the more expensive models in the maybe 300 to 500 range, Canadian dollars, of course. And the wheels are nice and large. They're very smooth. They're very quiet as well. Now, this is super adjustable in almost every way. You can adjust the height from the bottom. You can also adjust the height of the handles. The seat is very comfortable, memory foam. You've got the customizable storage space. Everything's expandable. And you've got the reversible backrest and adjustable in height. So there are 3 cons I can point out, which may or may not be an issue for you, but I'm going to dive into it anyways. First of all, it's the weight. Most likely the person who's going to use this walker will be a little bit on the weak side. They would probably need assistance folding this in and putting it into the car or taking it out because it's a little bit on the heavy side of things. But I understand why, because it's a really solid and sturdy walker. If I sit in it, like, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't shake at all. It's very, very solid. And it's jam-packed with a lot of features. The only way I think Medline would make it lighter would be making it out of carbon fiber or aluminum. Aside from that, it's great quality in terms of what you're getting for the price. Now, the second con would be the size of the walker. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very comfortable, but it's very large in width, I think. People who have smaller houses, smaller spaces, may have trouble navigating around tables and chairs, especially if you're turning around. It might be troublesome. I think this is best suited for outdoor use rather than indoor. Now, taking a look at the back wheels, they're actually wider than the front. So this may play a little part in it, but I can see why they did that, because if you fold this up and collapse it all, it actually folds flat. So that's part of the design. But then again, it does take up a little bit more room, which might be needed in smaller spaces. Now the third con is a little bit superficial, but could be annoying to some. Now it's the handles. Now on Amazon, there was one customer review stating that it clacked every time she used it, which is true. It does make a sound if you lightly use the handles. As you can see, it makes that sound when you lightly push, and that's because of the mechanism when you fold it in. But that's only if you're lightly moving this around. I think in practicality, you're putting more downward pressure to support you as a normal walker should, and that sound disappears. But if you're using it lightly, it could draw some attention, unwanted attention. I'm not too sure. I mean, it is one sweet ride, but nevertheless, just something to watch out for. So that's it, guys. This is the Empower Rolling Walker by Medline. I bought from Amazon. I am not endorsed in any way or sponsored by this company. I just bought this for my dad, and I did a lot of research, and for the price, it is a godsend. It is truly high quality and best bang for your buck, I figure. Like I said before, guys, this is a very niche product review. I don't think there were any that were useful on YouTube. That's why I'm recording this for you guys. So hopefully it helps you make your buying decision. If this video helps you, make sure you leave a comment. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you enjoyed my content, please consider subscribing to my humble YouTube channel. All right, cheers, guys.